All right, boys, maybe girls, good news. Just dropped the rake on myself. That was not good news. That was not the good. Oh, that would have been even worse. Okay. Good news. I just learned that I had a death trap here. Okay. Anyway, we got her out. Well, she started coming out. Look at that. Okay, Mr. Impact, quiet. Clearly a rusty boy. It is dry as a bone in there. Yeah, that's been there for 29 years. Doesn't look like any of the PB blaster worked its way in there. But, yep. Victory. Now, I did have the way I did it was I had the impact on this and I was hammering on the threads, so these threads are gonna be fucked up a little bit. But, don't worry. Wow, look at that. Yeah, so the threads are gonna be a little foobar, but well, I wouldn't call it foobar. But we ordered the BMR lower control arms, the tubular ones. Wow, look at that. Yeah, these rubber ones were. Look at that. These are shot. So I figured we might as well, if we want to get all the LS power actually down to the wheels. This is gonna soak up a lot of that. So yeah, we ordered those. Those will be here Tuesday, but I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the subframe install. But this is big, so now I can put that in here, bolt this up, mock it up there. Then I'll jack up the front of the car, and then I'll get to drilling. But yeah, so this is good. This is huge. Anyway, I'll let you know when I get to the next step. All right, back to this side. Gonna contradict what I said earlier, because now, thankfully, like, this is great news, all these holes are completely flush, so that's awesome. I mean, yeah, you can tell that is right in there. That's right up against that, so that's gonna be really tight, which is awesome. I mean, look at that. Boom. All I did was just kind of like, I needed to hold these up here anyway, and I ended up jacking it up so there's like a good bit of pressure on it, and I mean, it is supporting the weight. Actually, when I got my quick jacks, I posted about them in the LS Swap 3rd Gen page, and a lot of the guys were like, will those work with, I have subframe connectors, will it work? And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, this gives you a better thing to lift it on than before, because before what I was doing was I was just lifting it up via the pinch weld. I just cut a hole through the middle. There we go. Yeah, they sell some, they have them, and I'm like, well, I got this little, you know, some saws, boom, just cut it, and that's been working perfectly. One thing, and I don't know if I have to do it on the other side, I don't know if I covered it, but there was a nut, and I'm pretty sure its only purpose was to hold this fender on. Like, that's all I'm moving when I do that, is the fender. And it's already got one, so now it just doesn't have two. But I kind of had to bash this to be out of the way. If that is a problem in the future, I'll just kind of drill through a nice part of the pinch weld here and bolt it in, or weld it. But I don't really know that's purpose, other than it had a rib nut on this side. Well, kind of a rib nut. It was just threads on a little washer welded to the backside, and the screwed in, but the bolt snapped, so I had to just kind of cut it out. Anyway, yeah, really excited about this. So I'm going to take these screws out real quick. I think I need to cut it back a little bit more. Maybe not. I'll see. Alright. Say hi. My camera woman. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna drill through these. There's the first one, second one, third one, fourth one. And I think I have the carpet pulled back a bit. This moth is literally in my glasses. Get out of. Oops, I killed him by accident. Okay. All over your face, baby. Is that sexy or what? Oh yeah.
It's recording.
Go this way, and then there's a washer on the other side with the nut. But we're just gonna drop these 4 in. Bada boom. It's probably hard to see, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like these. Oh. There we go. Let's make sure there's no burrs sticking out. And another one. We're onto the passenger side here. Back is bolt is in the back, and it's lined out really nice and straight, nice and tucked up against here. You can see. One thing I'm noticing though is what I believe had happened was at some point in time when someone was jacking this up or who knows what, you can actually see. Let me see if I can get the light. Oh, I need it. There we go. That's kind of separated a little bit, and this looks like it's in. You see this bend right here too. So either someone hit something or jacked it up. It wasn't me, because I've always jacked it up, you know, from the lift points or whatever. But yeah. So these ones, thankfully, are nice and flush. So what I'll do is I'll screw those in, and I imagine we're gonna need all 4 of them. And then I think I'm gonna try to hammer this down a good bit, and then see if when I bolt it through, if it'll. The problem is if I bolt it right now, the holes aren't gonna line up. They're gonna be at an angle because they have to go up. So I think bolt those in, try to smash that down where it's supposed to be, and then hopefully the bolts can make that big boy, little boy, fill that gap in there. But I mean, oh no, I don't think that's like a huge, crazy, hard thing to do. This stuff's pretty. I mean, I think we can hammer it down, but we'll see. Let's get these going. Let's get the carpet back, and we'll go from there. Okay, yeah. So that's totally what happened. There's not supposed to be a freaking hump here. What is this? That just looks so silly. Man. What the hell? Okay, let's get this carpet back and then we'll hammer her back in without hopefully putting a hole through it. So, a little tip here. My help left, so I don't want to hold this. Excuse me. So, I just set that on there like there. Bada boom. I was able to just tighten that one in. It's nice and tight now. The other one's gonna go right here. Then get these burrs out of here. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that one in and then see what the hell we're gonna do about the other one. I was thinking maybe jack up that side and it might twist it a little bit, which I don't want to do. I'm not sure. I gotta think. I kind of want to get it close. Maybe I'll just drill through it and then just start tightening the bolts in. We'll see. There we go. She's set on there nice. Now we just got to be nice and easy, gentle when we go to tighten this one in. Let's get this hand started. Let's see. Tired of waiting and setting everything in grease. So I'll put this down. Oh, it's noisy. Here we go. So there, pretty straightforward. I don't think this needs an explanation, but whatever. This is hard to do, so I'm not recording it. There we go. This one's kind of tucked up against there, but got it hand tight right now. We have our wrench up there still. And just very easily, and then I hold the socket still so I'm not jamming that thing like this. There we go. So now you can hear when the wrench moves inside, but we don't want it wiggling so much it comes off. Alright, this is hard to do one hand. But yeah, just hold that there and screw it in. Alright, these are in. It feels solid. This thing right here, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I might just leave it like this, because I don't want to fuck anything up trying to do it. But yeah, I don't think this is supposed to be bent in like that. I think this thing needs to come down, but I just don't want to go in there and start hammering away, and I don't know. I don't really want to mess anything up there. Also, sheet metal is not meant to bend and bend and bend and bend and bend and bend and bend. I don't want to end up putting a crack in anything here. So I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. And then when we do go to weld this in, I'm thinking we'll just weld in like a plate, like maybe like an inch wide, so it'll go from like here to over here. We can get a weld on the back side of it right here, right up inside of here, and then up in there. Just, who knows, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this right here going down is pretty good. At least it will be for now. I'm not complicated, other than that bolt wanting to not wanting to come out, and then I had the other bolt I was trying to bend out of the way, and then I ended up cutting it off. But other than that, oh, and those other two holes on that little wing being really far from the bottom of the body from where it bent. Other than that, and it wasn't too bad. The lighting in here is pretty terrible. Put the carpet back in, and that was it. Hope you enjoyed.